Welcome, tent nerds. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's Monday Tent Talk. I'm Peter from American Tent, and today I'm here to explain to you the proper use and care for the Lift-It tent jack. This is a tent jack that we sell here at American Tent, and I believe it's one of the finest on the market today. Let me explain a couple of things to you. First things first, we are the only tent jack manufacturer that uses a telescoping shaft. In other words, I pull this pin, this shaft right here will extend up so that I can lift 7, 8, or 9 foot leg tents. But in this relaxed position, this is only 70 inches tall. It takes up very little room in your truck. The overall footprint is also only 14 inches by 14 inches. It takes up very little room in your truck. The jack is equipped with outriggers. The outriggers are held in place by this Velcro strap. We just pull this strap out of the way and the outriggers will fall down. And we put a pin in right here. And then we do the same thing on the other side. We drop the pin in, and now you are ready to go and lift anything up to its capacity, which is 1,200 pounds. So with the outriggers out, very stable, you can't tip it over. The other thing that makes our jack unique, two more things. Number one, flat free tires. A lot of jacks don't even have tires. We chose to go with a flat free tire. I think you'll all agree the worst thing you can do is go grab a piece of equipment to wheel it out to your truck and ka-tunk, 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 it's got a flat tire. Never happened here. The second thing is our winch is rated at 1,200 pounds, and the unique thing about our winch is it is a brake winch, meaning that you have to turn this handle in order to make the winch work. It's locked this way, it's powered going up, it's powered coming down. So it's totally safe. It's a brake winch. If you lose your handhold, it's not going to spin backwards like a lot of the non-brake winches that are on the market. But one of the unique things is you can release that brake by turning the handle backwards, putting the brake release lever in, and now it will. Let me show you the extended. So what I'm doing here is I'm releasing the brake on the winch and putting the release lever in so that I can pull the web out enough that I can expand or telescope the mast. I pull this pin right here, and now I can raise the mast up. So the first hole that you're going to see, that's the parking hole for when you're all done. And then the next hole up that you're going to see is the hole that's used for 7 foot. And that should be coming up here shortly, right here. So once I'm in this position, I just drop this pin right back into the hole, and this is for 7 foot legs. There is one more hole in here that will handle 8 foot and 9 foot legs. All right, so we pin this in place and we're ready to go now. The first step to using a frame jack once it's assembled is to wheel it into place. Basically, you want to have no more than 20 feet between frame jacks, and you want to be relatively close when you hook it up to the fitting. I don't want to hook this up in the middle of this pipe to lift because there's a good chance I could bend that pipe, particularly if you get into some of the longer 15 and 20 foot pipes. So on these single 10 footers, I just want to get in here and I want to be, I don't know, 2 to 3 feet away from the fitting, or even right up tight to the fitting if you want. We just flip the tent up out of the way, and then we carefully slide the frame jack under the tent, trying not to snag the tent whatsoever. And just like that. Sometimes, I will caution you, sometimes when you slide these in, the outrigger will catch the sidewall rope and get stuck. So check that before you start lifting the tent. Alright, so then we hook the frame jack up like this. We have two ways of hooking the frame jack to the tent. The first is just a very simple hook. If you have a relatively windy day, or you're concerned about maybe the wind will get underneath the tent and lift it off the jack, you can simply remove the hook, and we have a web that will capture the pipe. So what we do now is we just go around the pipe and we go right back into this delta ring, and now the whole thing is captured on here we go to lift it up, no matter how hard the wind blows, it's not going to throw its frame tent off of the jack. All right, are you ready to go? All right, key to this is we also try to do this at the same time. Be careful that as you're going up. And once we get to this height, then we can stop and put the legs in. Another caution I have for you, as inviting as it may be to take the shortcut under the tent, safety first. Do not ever walk under a suspended tent. Even if you have a hard hat on, do not walk under the suspended tent, walk around. If for some reason the wind catches this, they shouldn't tip over, but I've seen it happen. So once the frame tent is in the air, you can put the leg in and pin it right away. So we just slide this leg right up on, we get it pinned. If you have windy condition, you could probably just put the leg on, drop the frame down on the ground and pin it while it's on the ground so it's not suspended. And once your partner gets done, then we'll drop the frame tent down.